Have you ever thought about becoming a travel agent? Here are 4 reasons why becoming a travel agent might be for you. Number 1, you love to travel. As a travel
I have always said that the body.
Microphone check 1, 2, 3. Screen check 1, 2, 3.
Heading in here, we hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you.
We
Seeing my
see
screen.
you.
Okay.
Yes, see the screen.
Thank you, and
morning.
Grand Rising. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Body was never designed to be sick. Disease appears only when we feed the body the wrong foods. When you return to nature, when you choose alkaline living foods, the body begins to repair itself.
For decades, Dr. Sebi shocked the world with one bold claim. If you remove mucus from the body, every disease disappears. Sounds impossible, right? But stay with me, because what you're about to hear may change the way you see food, sickness, and healing forever. Dr. Sebi believed that no matter what name doctors give your condition, diabetes, arthritis, high blood pressure, kidney issues, or even digestive problems, all of them begin with one root cause: toxic mucus choking your cells. And the most surprising part, most people create this mucus every single day without even knowing it. In today's video, we're diving deep into Dr. Sebi's most powerful discovery, the diet that cleans the blood, detoxifies every organ, and helps the body repair itself naturally. When these lifeless foods enter your system, your cells become weak, slow, and tired. Dr. Sebi often said, if the food has no life, how will it give life to you? This is why so many seniors feel heavy after eating, feel sleepy during the day, or struggle with slow digestion. It is not age, it is the body rejecting what is not natural. Dr. Sebi believed that the body always tries to return to health, but it cannot do that when the blood is full of acidity. Instead, it must fight inflammation, toxins, and mucus every single day, leaving you exhausted. That is why even with medicines, many people still feel sick. Medicines may reduce symptoms for a short time, but they do not remove the mucus, they do not detox the blood, and they do not rebuild the cells. Only food can do that, specifically alkaline plant foods that bring life, oxygen, and purity back into the body. According to Dr. Sebi, the body is electric, and your food must also be electric. What does that mean? Electric foods are natural, unprocessed, and grown from the earth with minerals that match the minerals inside your cells. These foods feed the body at the cellular level, meaning they help repair and rebuild tissues, strengthen your immune system, open your arteries, cleanse your digestive tract, and restore your energy. These electric foods include fruits like blueberries, dates, figs, soursop, and mangoes, vegetables like kale, watercress, amaranth greens, and dandelion leaves, and grains like quinoa, wild rice, and amaranth. They also include natural oils like olive oil and sesame oil. But Dr. Sebi didn't just list foods, he explained why they work. He said alkaline foods carry oxygen. When oxygen enters your cells, mucus melts away, inflammation reduces, blood becomes thinner, and the body begins repairing itself naturally. That is why people who follow his diet often notice clearer skin, lighter digestion, less joint pain, better sleep, and more energy. For many seniors, these changes happen in the first few weeks. Dr. Sebi also focused heavily on fasting and hydration. He believed that healing begins when the body gets a break from constant digestion. When you stop eating acidic foods and start drinking natural alkaline water, herbal teas, and mineral-rich juices, your body begins flushing old mucus that has been stuck for years. Many people reported that during the first few days of this diet, they feel lighter and cleaner because the toxins start leaving through the kidneys, colon, and skin. Dr. Sebi used to say that no supplement can compare to the body's natural ability to heal once the bloodstream becomes clean. But he also warned that most people make a big mistake. They try to heal while eating foods that poison them. You cannot mix acidic foods with alkaline foods and expect results. To heal, you must stop the foods that create mucus. Dr. Sebi said the 3 most dangerous mucus-producing foods are dairy, artificial sugar, and processed meat. Dairy creates thick mucus in the lungs, throat, and sinus. Artificial sugar weakens the pancreas and liver while feeding harmful bacteria. Processed meat sits in the digestive system and rots, causing inflammation in the bloodstream. For seniors, these foods are especially harmful because the body digests them more slowly with age.
Wall Street hijacked the stock market 200 years ago, and now in 2026, they're coming for your digital assets. Here's what nobody's
digests them more slowly with age. He also warned about hybrid foods, foods created by crossbreeding plants, such as seedless fruits and genetically modified grains. According to him, these foods confuse the digestive system and create waste that the body cannot fully eliminate. Once you remove these toxic foods, Dr. Sebi said, healing becomes much easier, but you must replace them with foods that bring life, not death. He emphasized minerals more than vitamins. He believed minerals are the foundation of good health because every cell in the body needs minerals to function. That's why he recommended herbs like burdock root, sarsaparilla, elderberry, and sea moss. These herbs supply the 102 minerals your body uses for energy, immunity, nerve health, and digestion. When your cells are mineral rich, your body becomes stronger at fighting disease. Dr. Sebi often said the body always heals, but you must stop poisoning it. And this is the heart of his diet. He wasn't just giving a list of foods, he was giving a blueprint for repairing the entire human system. His diet is designed to open your arteries, clean your lymphatic system, flush your intestines, support your liver, strengthen your kidneys, and improve your bloodstream. Many people notice their chronic diseases becoming lighter or disappearing because the body finally had the strength to clean itself. Now that you understand the foundation of Dr. Sebi's healing approach, let's move into the most important part, the specific foods he believed could reverse disease and the exact daily routine that allows your body to heal itself naturally. According to Dr. Sebi, every food you eat is either feeding life or feeding disease. There is no in between. He said, if a food creates mucus, slows digestion, thickens the blood, spikes inflammation, or weakens cell energy, then it should never enter your body. This is why he completely banned foods like cow's milk, cheese, butter, eggs, poultry, beef, pork, white rice, white flour, white sugar, canned foods, fried oils, soy products, carbonated drinks, and anything artificial. These foods have high acidity, low mineral content, and cause the body to produce heavy mucus that blocks oxygen flow. When oxygen drops, diseases grow. But Sebi didn't stop at telling us what not to eat. He gave a complete blueprint of what to eat so the body becomes strong enough to clean itself. He recommended living alkaline foods. Foods that come straight from nature and support cell regeneration. His most powerful healing foods included leafy greens like kale, watercress, dandelion greens, and amaranth leaves, which oxygenate the blood and melt mucus from the lungs and digestive tract. Fruits were the center of his diet because they carry natural electricity and enzymes that detoxify the body. He especially recommended berries like blueberries, raspberries, and strawberries, which clean the lymph system, soursop and mangoes for cell repair, and dates and figs for natural energy. He emphasized avoiding seedless fruits because he believed a fruit without seeds cannot give life. Sebi also insisted on using natural grains like quinoa, wild rice, amaranth, and spelt, each rich in minerals that support the bones, immune system, and digestion. Even his recommended oils had a purpose. Olive oil for cleansing arteries, sesame oil for hormone balance, and coconut oil for protecting the heart. But the real power of his system came from sea moss and herbal combinations. Sea moss, according to Dr. Sebi, contains 92 of the 102 minerals the body uses. When combined with bladderwrack and burdock root, the body receives all 102 minerals needed for true cellular repair. These herbs unclog blocked pathways, strengthen immunity, improve joints, and restore natural energy. Seniors especially benefit because mineral loss accelerates with age, and these herbs replenish what the body struggles to hold. So, Dr. Sebi's herbal teas, elderberry tea, ginger tea, chamomile tea, and dandelion tea also played a huge role in cleansing the blood and supporting the liver and kidneys. But, food alone is not enough. Dr. Sebi stressed that timing is everything. He recommended eating only twice a day or 3 small meals if needed, because constant eating keeps the body in digestion mode instead of healing mode. He believed that when you fast for 12 to 14 hours, the body finally begins repairing damaged tissues and removing mucus that has been stuck for years. He also emphasized drinking plenty of spring water to flush out toxins and keep the bloodstream clean. Many people reported clearer skin, easier breathing, improved digestion, and less pain within days of following this rhythm. Dr. Sebi's diet may look simple, but its effects are powerful because it cleans the body from the inside out. When you stop eating acidic foods, inflammation decreases. When you start eating alkaline foods rich in minerals, your cells wake up and begin to repair. When your blood becomes clean, toxins leave naturally. When oxygen increases, diseases weaken. And when the mucus dissolves, the body returns to balance. This is why Dr. Sebi always said, the body heals itself once you stop eating the foods that make you sick. In the final part of this journey, remember this. Healing is not about adding more pills, more supplements, or more complicated methods. It is about returning to nature, eating foods that give life, and trusting your body's
There's a company that has made the seemingly impossible become reality. Starting from a small country to USA, Canada, Japan, Southeast Asia, and now South America. A global company with 4 million active members across 11 countries, growing beyond its home market and quickly gaining notice across the world. A company that received the $50 million Export Award in 2017. With extraordinary growth since its foundation in 2009, global sales reached about $1 billion in 2017 and continues to show steady growth. Going beyond customer satisfaction, fulfilling customer success. We are Atomy. Beginning with health and beauty products, Atomy's various products include food, living, fashion, and home products. Figures released by the Korea Fair Trade Commission show that Hemohim was top in the industry in sales volume for 3 straight years, while the Skincare 6 system was the best-selling cosmetic product. The new Absolute Skincare set released in 2017 was chosen by many consumers and is becoming a revolutionary skincare product. These figures indicate how much Atomy products are satisfying consumers around the world. However, Atomy's true value lies in the company's inner side. Atomy uses its Mastige strategy, providing benefits to consumers with absolute quality at absolute prices, while also increasing quality of life for our members. Atomy supports cooperative companies so they can do their best to maintain the best quality, so customers can get top quality products at affordable prices, creating a culture that benefits the growth of all parties involved. Third, culture of sharing. The company is a part of a society, and Atomy is pushing to become a role model in creating a better society by promoting the culture of sharing and communication between company and society. To live, to love, to learn, and to share. We hope Atomy can become the life partner that leads to your success. Cherishing the spirit. We are proud Atomy.
And good morning. Hello, y'all.
Morning, CJ.
Good morning, Ted. Good morning.
Good morning, CJ.
Did you take your Hemohim today?
Yes.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning, CJ. Good morning, everyone.
Of course. That's right.
Good morning.
Good
That's right.
morning. I
Wake
took
up,
my
wake up.
Emohim and Noni.
That's right. That's right. That's right. And Dr. Lloyd, I hate to pounce on you this morning, but if you could do us the honors and then we dive right in with our Hemohim standalone product. And we want to talk about the tea we drink this morning. So, Dr. Lloyd, over to you, if you don't mind.
All right. Good morning, everyone. Grand Rising. Happy to be here. Glad you all are here. And let's have a good time as always. Communicate, participate, learn. If there's anyone new here, we invite you to introduce yourself. We love to hear who invited you, and we'd love to give you information that you may need to join this company that we are excited about. So I look forward. CJ always has interesting information for us and good topics and such. So I'm here ready to engage. Thank you, everyone.
What a pleasure. What a pleasure. So we'll take a minute, give you a chance to unmute, introduce yourself if you are new with us this morning. Then we talk about Hemohim, and we're going to look at the special tea that we have here in Atomy. Absolute quality, absolute price. You don't have to worry about the safety and the efficacy of our products. They are the absolute best skincare, hair care, supplements, right up and down the lane. The pots, the pans, the the home products. Yes, the company is called Atomy. So let's talk about Hemohim. Again, we have to do it. No sound. You're not hearing me?
We
Hear
hear
you
you.
perfectly.
Okay, I'm looking at the screen here, no sound. Okay, so we have sound.
We hear you.
Okay, great, 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 great. Patience, I don't know what's happening on your
That was
side, but
earlier. That was earlier.
okay, okay. All right, so Hemohim, and then we have to look into this thing called the tea that we're drinking. Got to pay attention to that. So, okay, Hemohim.
The first product that I want to spend just a little time on, because I know each and every one of you are consuming this wonderful product. The only thing that I want to point out about this Hemohim is how it was originated. It was not originated for the general populace, that is us. It was originated for a selected few. And the selected few are world-renowned scientists all over the world. Now, this company, Kerry, they are also in the Republic of South Korea, and I encourage each and every one of you to do your own due diligence and your own research to make sure that I am telling you the truth. This company, Kerry, they produce gamma rays, infrared rays. If a human body is too much exposed to those rays, your cells start to mutate, you get sick, so on and so forth. So this product, Hemohim, came about to protect a few worldly scientists from overexposure to radioactivity. That's it. Now I'm going to discuss what it does when you swallow it. And in the beginning, I'm not going to lie, yes, I am of Asian descent, but this was very, very hard for me to ingest right away. A lot of Hemohim wasted. But now, many years later, I cannot live without this product. And if you see our home, it is covered with Atomy products. And all of our family members, if you see them, they're eating something within the Atomy line. So when this Hemohim product gets into your body, it does a lot of different things. I don't have medical background, but I know what it does. First, we have something called natural killer cells in our body. And this has everything and anything to do with your immune system. Your immune system is hierarchical, okay? You have different levels. If the first level is damaged, which is your natural killer cells, then your body cannot fight deadly pathogens that come your way. We have seasonal change right now. We have allergies. We have people that are sniffling, sneezing, those things. If your immune system is strong, you will be able to fight those viruses that come your way that's airborne. But if your immune system is weak, and we're aging, and immunity has everything to do with the aging process as well, then you cannot fight that. This is why you need to take this. If you don't know why you're taking it, just continue to take it. If you do know why you're taking it, obviously you have to take it all the time. This is for sick people, well-balanced people, athletes, whatever you are. It doesn't matter as long as you are of some sort of human nature. What this product also does is it builds your red and white blood cells, and it oxygenates your blood. So if you think about it, we as human beings, we can live without certain organs. I'm sure you'll agree with that. But blood and oxygen being stripped from your body, you will become a corpse. That's how I look at it. So that is why this product is actually a godsend, if you think about it.
If you're a woman expert between the ages of 40 and 70 and you have a message that you know could benefit the world in a huge way.
Tea drinkers beware. A new study says tea bags are filling your drink with microplastics. The report published in the journal Environmental Science and Technology.
We've been lied to. For years, we've trusted these brands, paid good money for them, brewed them for our families, and even children. But after running 16 of the most popular grocery store teas through lab findings, FDA records, and lawsuit outcomes, the truth will terrify you. 11 of them are linked to cancer. One brand's children's tea tested positive for a known carcinogen. Another packed 23 pesticides into a single bag and called it premium. This ends today. Number 11, Lipton. Lipton is the most documented pesticide offender in independent tea testing history, and the brand you have probably been drinking your whole life. In 2012, Greenpeace pulled Lipton samples from Beijing supermarkets and sent them to an accredited lab. 17 different pesticide compounds showed up across 4 products. 3 of those 4 had at least 9 pesticides each. Some were chemicals China had banned for use on tea plants, rated highly toxic by the World Health Organization, and linked to fertility damage and heritable genetic harm. China's own national food watchdog confirmed the problem independently. Unsafe toxin levels were found in a Lipton variety sold in the domestic market. Unilever pulled and destroyed it. Their public statement said the company was fully confident in the safety of its teas. That same year, CBC Marketplace tested Lipton in Canada and found pesticide residues above allowable limit. In December 2024, a California Proposition 65 notice was filed naming Lipton tea, citing BPA, cadmium, and additional controlled substances. The legal exposure has not been resolved. Then there is the bag itself. Lipton uses polypropylene to heat seal its tea bags. Polypropylene is a plastic. A 2019 McGill University study, published in Environmental Science and Technology, found that a single plastic tea bag steeped at brewing temperature releases approximately 11.6 billion microplastics and 3.1 billion nanoplastics into one cup. Lipton has never addressed this. They have never changed the bag. 300 billion cups. Everyone brewed through a polypropylene sealed bag in water hot enough to melt plastic particles directly into the drink. Lipton has pesticide findings on 3 continents and microplastics baked into every bag. The next brand didn't just fail a lab test. They sold a known carcinogen to children. Number 10, Celestial Seasonings. Celestial Seasonings put a known carcinogen in a tea made for children. The product was Sleepytime Kids Goodnight Grape Herbal Tea. It tested positive for 0.26 parts per million of propoflor, a substance Prop 65 lists, as a known carcinogen with no safe exposure limit at all. There is no OK level of propoflor under Prop 65. 0. Celestial Seasonings sold it to parents for their kids anyway. Lab Eurofins tested 11 Celestial Seasonings products. 10 came back with pesticide residues above U.S. federal limits, or with chemicals that have no set tolerance level. That is a 91% failure rate across their product line. The brand had been marketing all of it as 100% natural. A federal class action lawsuit filed in 2013 went after that claim directly. It said the products had pesticides, herbicides, insecticides, carcinogens, and toxins that harm development. Celestial's legal team never denied that the contaminants were there. Parent company Hain Celestial's defense came down to one point. Their own tests used brewed tea instead of dry leaves, a method that gives very different results. The contaminants were in the product. They just argued fewer made it into your cup. In 2025, a new lawsuit over natural claims was still working through the courts. The same lab evidence from over a decade ago is still at the center of it. Celestial Seasonings spent years defending 100% natural in court, while the lab results sat in the record. Number 9. Yogi Tea. Yogi Tea calls itself a wellness brand. As of the recall date, its website was promoting over 40 certified organic products. On March 12, 2024, Yogi's parent company pulled 54,846 boxes of organic Yogi Echinacea Immune Support Tea from the market. That is 877,536 individual tea bags, pulled from stores nationwide. The FDA enforcement report gives one reason: pesticide residues found above action levels. Action levels are the FDA's line for stepping in on a food product. Crossing them means the agency has decided the risk is not acceptable. Yogi crossed that line on a product labeled organic and sold as immune support. The recall came in as Class 3 by the FDA, meaning it had the potential for bad health outcomes. No press release went out. The public found out through the FDA database, not from the company. Yogi blamed possible pesticide drift from nearby non-organic farms. That may be part of the story. It does not explain how 877,536 bags got to stores before anyone caught the problem. Either the testing missed it, or the product shipped before the results were back. Yogi found a new Echinacea supplier and started production again. The deeper issue, a global supply chain that Yogi admits does not always meet organic standards, has not been fixed. Yogi recalled nearly 1 million bags and said nothing publicly. The next brand didn't fail quietly either. They lost $2.36 million in court defending a lie on their box. Number 8.
We overproduced the Natural Healing Handbook. Now we have a problem. The warehouse called and said we have boxes stacked
on their box. Number 8. Uncle Lee's Legends of China Green Tea. The name alone is doing a lot of work. Legends of China? It sounds like someone's grandmother hand-selecting leaves off a mountain. It sounds like care, like history, like the kind of brand that would never cut corners, because the name itself is the promise. But in 2014, CBC Marketplace sent this tea, along with other popular grocery store brands, to an accredited lab, the same testing method used by the Canadian Food Inspection Agency. What came back wasn't one stray chemical. It was a cocktail, more than 20 different pesticide residues in a single product, including endosulfan, a pesticide so concerning it has faced outright bans and heavy restrictions across multiple countries because of what it does to human health and the environment. Here's where it gets worse. When CBC went to the brand with those findings, the company vice president didn't dispute the results. He said pesticides are simply a fact of life in conventional tea production. Think about what that means. Not an apology, not a commitment to do better. A shrug. The name says Legends of China. The lab results said something different. And the company's own words told you exactly where shoppers rank in that equation. Number 7. Great value. Walmart. Great value black tea runs under $2 for 100 bags. That price reflects one goal: to cut costs at every step. The result is a product with no farm-level origin info, no batch tracking, and no pesticide test data that consumers can access. Private label teas go through commodity brokers. The two things that matter are price and availability, not where it came from or how it was grown. Great Value's standard black tea has no USDA organic mark and no third-party pesticide screening on record. The origin label says, product of multiple countries. That wording protects sourcing options. It tells you nothing useful. That sourcing flexibility exists because locking in suppliers costs money. It also means there is no way for anyone outside the company to check what is in the bag. When Yogi Tea, a brand that paid for organic certification and ran regular audits, still shipped 877,536 bags above FDA action levels, the question becomes obvious. What happens in supply chains with none of that in place? Tea dust and fannings, the same low-grade material in dollar store bags, show up often in budget private label blends. They are the most processed pieces in the chain. They also carry the highest surface area contact with whatever pesticide residues were on the leaves. More processing, more surface, more exposure per gram. Great Value has never pulled a tea product. It has also never put out the test data that would make that mean anything. Great Value can't tell you where its tea comes from. The next brand can. They just wish you wouldn't look too hard at what the lab found. Quick one, tap subscribe and like before we hit the final 5. Okay, let's continue. Number 6. Twinings. Twinings has been selling tea since 1706. That history is the brand's main selling point. It signals craft and quality built over centuries. What it leaves out is that the US version pulls from mass industrial blending networks across Kenya, India, and Sri Lanka, with no farm-level tracking on most products. CBC Marketplace tested Twinings alongside the most popular grocery brands sold in Canada. The lab used Canadian Food Inspection Agency methods. Twinings came back positive for pesticide residues above allowable limits. Two of the chemicals found, endosulfan and monocrotophos, were being phased out across multiple countries at the time of testing. Twinings gave the standard response, a statement of confidence in product safety, no pushback on any specific lab finding, no batch-level data released. Twinings' European products face stricter regulations and better oversight. Their US versions don't have the same standards. The brand charges 30 to 50% more than Lipton for premium positioning, but their safety testing doesn't justify the premium. You're paying extra for packaging and marketing, not proven quality. From the Gardens of the World is a marketing line. It is not a sourcing record. The CBC lab did not test the brand's history. It tested the leaves. The next brand has no history worth mentioning, just a Starbucks deal and an industrial bottling line. Number 5. Tazo. Tazo ready-to-drink bottled teas are not tea. They are factory-made drinks that use tea as a base, the same way a soda brand uses water. The liquid carries sugar, flavor stabilizers, citric acid, and preserving agents needed to last months on a shelf. A standard 13.8-ounce Tazo organic black tea lemonade has more than 30 grams of sugar. That is more than a Snickers bar. The label says organic tea. The nutrition panel says otherwise. Ultra-high temperature pasteurization is what gives these bottles their shelf life. That process kills the polyphenols and catechins, the compounds that give brewed tea its health value. A 2010 study in the Journal of Analytical Methods in Chemistry found some bottled teas had near zero antioxidant levels compared to tea brewed at home. Consumers buying this for health reasons are often buying a flavored sugar drink. Starbucks picked up Teavana in 2012 and inherited its supply chain problems along with it. Tazo was bought by Starbucks in 1999 for $8.1 million and sold to Unilever in 2017 for $384 million. Unilever is the same company behind Lipton, the brand with pesticide findings across 3 continents. A bottle that says organic tea and packs in 30 grams of sugar is leaning hard on that organic label to cover a lot. Tazo charges premium prices for a product that removes what makes tea worth drinking. The next brand keeps the leaves intact. They just can't tell you where those leaves came from.
No more pricking your finger to measure blood sugar. Just purchase once and enjoy a lifetime.
They just can't tell you where those leaves came from. Number 4. Stash Tea. Stash Tea's website says all its products are 100% safe to consume. It also says the brand makes every effort to procure ingredients that are pesticide-free. Those are not the same as published test data. One is a claim of intent. The other would be proof. Stash got B Corp certified in 2017. That reflects a commitment to operational and environmental standards. What it does not include is consumer-accessible batch-level pesticide testing, the kind of data that would let anyone outside the company check the pesticide-free sourcing claim. That gap is where the biggest failures in this industry live. Yogi had an organic certification. Celestial Seasonings called its products 100% natural. Teavana told buyers its teas were EU compliant and free of pesticides. All 3 claims fell apart under lab conditions. Stash runs on the same self-reported assurance without the outside verification that would back it up. Stash pulls tea, herbs, and spices from global sources. That is a category with known pesticide variability depending on the growing region. Stash points shoppers toward FDA compliance. But meeting legal requirements is not the same as publishing batch-level test results. The company may be testing internally. Shoppers simply cannot see the data. For a brand priced and marketed around wellness, having no public third-party verification is a gap Stash has chosen not to close. The next brand made a mistake so drastic that they went out of business. Number 3. Teavana. Every single Teavana product tested positive for pesticides. Not most of them, every single one. 100% of samples sent to a German lab came back contaminated. They had residues that the EPA flags as possible human carcinogens. Starbucks paid $620 million to acquire this brand in 2012. Their due diligence missed all of it. The most contaminated product was monkey-picked oolong, 23 separate pesticides in a single sample. 62% of Teavana's tested teas contained endosulfan. That chemical is banned in the United States, China, the European Union, and over 144 other countries. It was still in the tea bags. Teavana built its entire retail empire on a promise. Sales staff told customers daily that their teas were pesticide-free and EU compliant. Glaucus Research published lab results in 2012, proving that false. Teavana's response never disputed a single specific finding. A class action lawsuit followed. Starbucks quietly shut down all 379 Teavana retail locations by 2018. The brand still exists as a product line. The stores that sold the contaminated leaves are gone. Teavana's answer was to close 379 stores rather than fix the mess. Number 2. Trader Joe's private label tea. Trader Joe's built one of the most trusted retail brands in American grocery. The pitch is curation, that its store brand products are hand-picked and better than what you'd find elsewhere. The tea section is where that pitch breaks down. Most Trader Joe's tea products list a country of origin: India, Sri Lanka, China. Nothing more specific follows. No farm-level sourcing, no public pesticide test data, no outside certification that would let anyone verify those country-level labels. Private label grocery tea runs through commodity networks. Cost and consistency are what drive those deals, not where the leaves came from or how they were grown. The packaging suggests a carefully chosen product, but country-level sourcing labels still leave major gaps. Asking where the tea came from may only get you the name of a country. This does not prove every Trader Joe's bag is contaminated. What it means is there is no public way to know if any given box is clean. The brand fills that gap with aesthetic signals. The packaging design, the casual copy, the friendly store brand tone, instead of the documentation that would answer the actual question. Trader Joe's does not make its tea. It contracts out to third-party facilities through supplier networks that the company does not name. They control the label, they do not control the fields. Yogi and Celestial Seasonings both made stronger transparency claims, yet they still faced recall reports and federal lawsuits. That makes limited public sourcing information harder to ignore. Trader Joe's branding is a story. Their sourcing record is not. The last entry is where the story stops entirely. No branding, no traceability, just price. Number 1. Dollar Tree Budget Brand Teas. Dollar store teas are the most deceptive products on this list, not because they make false claims, because they make no claims at all. Many budget tea bags use fannings and dust. These are the smaller fragments left after larger leaves are sorted out. They brew quickly and strongly, which helps keep costs low. This is a trade term, not a put-down. Fannings brew fast and strong. They are also the most processed material in the supply chain, pulled from whatever mix of sources offers the lowest costs at the time of purchase. No farm is named on the box. No third-party certification exists. No pesticide testing is on record. No batch tracking exists. The sourcing model blends material from multiple origins with no fixed suppliers. So a box bought in January may have leaves from completely different farms than one bought in June. The legal floor is the same as for any food sold in the United States. FDA compliance is required. Disclosing pesticide test results and naming the source country in detail are not. At the lowest price points, there is less room for expensive certification, fixed supplier contracts, or public third-party testing. Organic certification costs money. Third-party testing costs money. Fixed supplier contracts cost money. None of it is here. Think about what that means next to the rest of this list. The brands with the most testing infrastructure, Yogi, Celestial Seasonings, Teavana, still shipped tainted product with systems meant to stop it. Without published testing or clear sourcing records, shoppers have fewer reasons to feel confident that problems will be caught early. A clean recall record may sound reassuring, but without public testing data, it does not answer every question. 5 brands went through the same checks the others failed: organic certification, third-party testing, supply chain tracking, ingredient transparency, and came out with something to show for it. Here's are the 5 safe tea brands. Number 5, Equal Exchange.
Craving a late-night snack but terrified of gaining weight? You have to try this non-fried crispy dried fish. Savory, crunchy, and way more addictive than potato chips or spicy corn chips. Low in fat and low...
Number 5, Equal Exchange. Equal Exchange is a worker-owned cooperative. It has sourced fair trade tea since 1986. Every employee gets a vote in how the company runs, including how it buys. Tea comes directly from small farmer groups across more than 40 growing regions. Direct trade gives a level of supply chain visibility that commodity broker networks simply cannot. The brand holds USDA organic, kosher, and fair trade marks across its full tea line. Not buying from large industrial estates is a structural decision, not a marketing line. Equal exchange is not set up to source that way. That is the kind of built-in limit that means more than a label claim. Farm workers at partner cooperatives help set their own standards. They have a financial stake in keeping them. That kind of accountability goes deeper than a logo on a box. Equal exchange also puts its sourcing relationships on public record, naming the cooperatives it buys from and where they operate. That is a level of supply chain visibility that Lipton, Bigelow, and Great Value have never offered. Transparency here is not a promise. It is a published list. Equal exchange stands out by showing where its values begin, with the people growing the tea. Number 4 takes a different approach, starting with certified organic herbs and a cleaner ingredient list. Number 4, Pukka Herbs. Pukka sources certified organic herbs across its entire product range. Every blend names each ingredient. No blend catch-alls, no natural flavor entries that hide what is actually in the bag. In Mama Vashan's 2024 to 2025 testing, Pukka tea bags returned non-detect results for fluorine. It was one of the stronger performers in that limited spot check. The brand keeps direct relationships with growers. Every ingredient can be traced to a named herb from a named source. That kind of ingredient detail is not common in this category. Most mass-market brands list a blend and leave it there. Pukka names what is inside and where it came from. The sourcing program runs on direct relationships with growers, not broker networks. The price reflects what it costs to keep that up. Pukka keeps the ingredient list clear. Number 3 goes further by building testing and supplier inspections directly into the process. Number 3, Numi Organic Tea. Numi was one of the first 30 certified B Corp in 2006. That mark has been renewed every year through outside review. All teas are USDA organic, non-GMO project verified, and carry either Fair Trade or Numi's own Verified Fair labor mark. Every supplier order comes with a certificate of analysis confirming contaminant levels are clear. Suppliers get both scheduled and random inspections. Tea bags are BPI certified compostable, manila hemp with no polypropylene sealing, which cuts out the microplastic risk that comes with nylon and mesh bags. The transparency at Numi is not a marketing line. It is an operational system. Certificates are issued per purchase. Inspection timing is both set and random. The documentation gives shoppers more than a promise printed on the box. Numi also puts out a yearly impact report covering sourcing results, farm ties, and environmental numbers. That public record creates outside pressure to keep standards up, not just hit them on paper once. Numi offers one of the strongest systems on this list, but you do not always need a specialty brand to make a better choice. Number 2 is a simple grocery store swap. Number 2, Choice Organics. Choice Organics makes USDA organic certified teas with short ingredient lists, single origin teas, simple herbal blends, no natural flavor. Entries are adding unknown compounds to otherwise clean products. The brand is aimed at people moving away from mass market teas. The price stays within reach without cutting the certification infrastructure. Short labels and clean sourcing go together here. Named ingredients only, no commodity blend catch-alls. For anyone switching from Lipton, Bigelow, or Great Value, Choice Organics is a straight swap with better sourcing on paper. It is in mainstream grocery stores. The only thing that changes is which box goes into the cart. The price gap between Choice Organics and a conventional grocery brand is typically under $2 per box. That is the cost of moving from a supply chain with no public verification to one with documented organic certification. $2 to know what is in the bag is a fair trade. Choice Organics makes switching easy, but the top brand earns its place by adding another layer, testing incoming herbs before they reach the tea bag. Number 1, Traditional Medicinals. Traditional Medicinals tests every batch of incoming herbs before it touches production. Heavy metals, microbial contamination.
Okay. So, I'm not here to promote any company, any brand whatsoever. We are so exposed. We've been used, we've been had. It happens each and every day. Am I talking to myself here this morning?
In trouble.
Oh, no, we are here. Good morning. Good morning. We are
And
listening.
by the way, um, Valerie, I want to say Malika. Yeah, when you share that video with me about the soap that we are using, I was in a quandary because it was a tussle because I had already planned to do the tea that we're drinking, and the tea is 27 minutes, and the soap that was 24 minutes. Not enough time, but hopefully tomorrow being all about skincare, I'm going to have to feature the lies about the soap that we're using. So, because the tea that we drink is so important, tea, uh, good source of the antioxidants. And I remember the question you asked Dr. Lloyd last week about was it chlorophyll? And we got to understand that a good part of the protocol on the way to recovery, when they to bring the body into homeostasis, drinking tea is very, very important. So here we have, and I won't call it the brands because I don't want to get myself into any legal crossfire. Uh, but before I brought this video center stage, I did my little cross checks, and yes, there are products out there that have their USDA certification. They claim to be organic. They claim to be pesticide free. And what do you know? They have been removed from the shelves quietly because under testing, they have been found questionable. Things are not what they are telling us it is. So, folks, we've been had. They've been lying to us, and they are still lying to us. Any comments this morning before we move on?
I'm not a tea drinker, but it's so insightful to realize how bad commerce can be in terms of selling us stuff that's not good for us, even with the labeling and the marketing. I'd love to see a similar analysis of coffee, which I'm a big drinker of. Thank you for presenting this.
You're welcome, Ted. Perhaps the best thing we can do right now with regards to the coffee that you are a voracious drinker, perhaps you might need to stick with the Atomy black coffee, the Arabica, because
So
you see,
far, so
Ted,
good.
yeah, so far so good. What I do is I really grow my own, no, not coffee, but when I drink my tea, it's coming from my backyard. It's coming from my garden. I grow it myself. And by the way, since we're on the subject of tea and tea leaves, you don't boil your leaves. Don't do that. You are releasing more than you need to in that cup of tea. You bring the water to a boil, and then you don't boil the leaves. Then you pour the hot water on the leaves. Uh, Better yet, even um, warm water, and let it just do its thing. Um, the danger in boiling leaves, you can boil roots and the bark of the tree, but not leaves, uh, making the what could otherwise be good be bad for us. And by the way, when it comes to boiling, no, absolutely no aluminum. So much for that, because that aluminum is highly toxic. Don't even know what to say about those of us who use aluminum foil in baking. No, no, no. Anyway, so we are so exposed. The water is compromised. The food we eat is compromised. Guys, we got to be so vigilant, be so alert. it's up to you. You have to be your own guardian of your health and your wellness. So yes, Ted, let's stick to the Atomy coffee, and because they really everything has to be approved by the Ministry of Health, their Ministry of Health. It's not your arbitrary uh, um, regulating entity. It's they're really big on excellence and the integrity in the product. So I will take a chance with Atomy. So before I move on,
CJ,
sure.
My take on what you just shared with us, the teas, is all I can say is that I just hope we continue to read the labels. I love tea. I drink tea. I'm not into juices. I love my teas. And because of the love of teas, I'm always researching these teas. The one that I have is the traditional medicinals. I have another one here, but I have like two that I usually buy. So what I do, because that yogi used to be good. So what happens sometimes, unfortunately, is that they sell. Oh God, they sell. The originals sell. And these people that are buying usually are all about dollars, nothing but to make money. So we constantly have to do the research to see, is the original owners still in charge or did they sell? And like you said, that you grow your tea. Unfortunately, I'm not growing, but I do get leaves as much as I can. And I make teas out of certain things that you can make teas of, like ginger. I just get my fresh ginger, I cut it up, and I sort of kind of make that into a tea because I love tea. Now, in South Africa, we have this tea called Rooibos, even though I don't know if it's still as good as it used to be when we were growing up. But there's a South African store here in Plantation where I usually get my Rooibos from. When I'm in South Africa, I bring a lot of Rooibos to the US, of course, with me because it's a little bit more expensive here because they have to pay for shipping from there. So that's where I am with the teas. Now, as far as coffees, we are blessed actually. I'm going to use a positive to all these negative things that these people are trying to sell us. The blessing that we have is that we have the internet. So you just have to do your research online. The coffees, Ted, there are so many coffees out there that are bad. And the sad thing is that people are just buying those coffees, and it saddened me. I don't know if all of us in Atomy have enough to spread the word as far as what's going on out there with everything that we use. Like you said, CJ, the soaps. I felt glad to share that soap situation with you yesterday, just thinking just in case. I doubt it though, that any of our Atomians here are using these soaps. I know you don't. But the reason why I usually have these videos, CJ, is to share with other people out there. When I talk Atomy, they mustn't think, oh, it's just all about Atomy. Because somebody said to me one day, oh no, I'm not paying $12 for dishwashing soap. So then I have to come up with good things that, the bad versus the good that are available out there in the grocery store, and said, no, listen, I'm not trying to get you to buy anything that's from Korea by Atomy, but you need to change from that dial soap that you are using to maybe this one. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, that's where we are. So I believe that indeed we are health and wellness crusaders. We have got to reach, even if it's one person out of 100, one is better than nothing. So thank you and for allowing me to share. And that's where I am. And again and again and again, I'm just begging each and every one of us, please read the labels. Read the labels. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Malika. I tell you, it's very disturbing. And even when you read the labels, they're lying to us. What they're claiming is not real. It's not true. They're lying to us. The only time that you can say authentically, with conviction, that it is safe is if you're doing it yourself. So if you are able to, in your little pot on the patio, in the garden, whatever it is, you can have your mint plant, your I have my vervain, I have my guinea hen weed.
Lemongrass, lemongrass.
Yes, your lemongrass. Do that. Do that. Don't outsource your health and your well-being to others. Yeah.
And CJ, you can also get those. You can also
Rosemary.
purchase those leaves. You can buy those leaves as well from from stores like Nutrition Smart. But you can get those leaves. I'm talking for those of us who are in apartments or condos. You can get
Yes.
those leaves.
Well,
can
you
get
can
those
you can
leaves.
grow your own. You can just a little space. That's get some bags. Those what do you call them?
Containers. I do my in containers.
Yes,
I
yes, yes,
have a
yes, yes.
lot of blue
Because
pea,
you do not know what they're doing.
blue peas,
Fortune.
and the naturopathic practice. Every flour for tea is done by infusion, like what you said, in a boiled water or warm water. We don't cook it. You cook it, boil it.
Don't
Yes.
do that. Yes, 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 yes.
So it's called infusion. Every tea should be infused. Yes, cover it for some 10 to 15 minutes, strain and
Yes.
drink. That's the best tea, to prepare the best tea. Actually,
Absolutely.
this hibiscus flower,
Yes.
everybody talking about it, but it's not cooked. If you boil it, you spoil the nutrients.
Yes.
There you go.
Hibiscus, just
Yes.
cook the spices that you want to be in it,
Bring the
boil
water
the
to a boil.
spices, and
That's
then
right.
just wash it and pour on it, cover it for a few minutes, and the red color comes out nicely. That's the
That's right.
best tea.
Don't
We
boil.
don't
Don't
cook it.
boil.
When you boil it, hibiscus, you spoil everything. You will not get a real nutrient. So teas are by infusion. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Fortune. Okay, so what I want to do before we run out of time, my time does fly. I just want to feature real quick, and we're gonna run over the hour, our Atomy Pure Tea. It's highly beneficial, but the reason why I am bringing it on stage is it's already done. If you can't grow your own tea, and there are a few herbs that you must keep around you, whether you grow them and you dry them and you put them away, bottle them, whatever it is. We'll talk about that some other day. And by the way, Malika, I'm gonna shock you because I do my own soap, and what I'm going to do shortly is to introduce to those who care to get their moringa soap or their pawpaw soap. Yeah, I got it. So just to let you know, and you triggered it unknowingly. I think I'm going to bring to the front my soaps. Okay, all natural, 100%, moringa and pawpaw. So let me bring on stage our pure tea, and then we're out of here. So let me go into the shopping mall, into the wellness store. Let me go into my cabinet here. Where's that tea? Okay, there you are. There you are. There you are.
Hello Atomians, and welcome to our today's product presentation. Today I'll be presenting you with our product Atomy's Pure Tea. Well, Atomy Pure Tea contains the pure tea extract, that is the instant tea in the solid form. It is one of its kind that is the purity, is one of its kind which is being approved by T-Board as well as FSSAI. Like both these license and accreditation is there for our Atomy's purity. Besides this, you would be wondering what purity is. Well, purity is a unique kind of fermented tea. It is being prepared from the dried leaves of Camellia sinensis. The special broad leaves variety of Camellia sinensis, the tea variety, is being used for preparing pure tea. This pure tea is unique in itself because it has been traditionally made in many Asian countries, and the record of using pure tea is mentioned in many of the literatures as well. Pure tea is mainly known for its rich aroma and flavor, as well as its health benefits. If you're talking about health benefits, well, most of the Korean people consume pure tea as a dietary supplement, as well as many Asian countries uses pure tea as a supplement or as a regular beverage as well. But what this pure tea is known for, right? What are the health benefits? Why it is so much famous these days? Well, pure tea is known for reducing the total body fat. That is, it may help you reduce the excessive fat accumulation, specifically in your abdomen area, which eventually helps in reducing and managing your weight, specifically because of the fat content which your body has, and pure tea is known for reducing those fat content, as well as the natural polyphenolic content in the pure tea is known for reducing, or you can say improving, the condition of blood cholesterol. That is, it helps in reducing and improving this condition as well. One more benefit of pure tea, that is, it is a fermented tea. So being fermented in nature, it helps in aiding your digestion. That is, it helps in digestion also. So these are so many benefits of pure tea. But the most unique feature of pure tea is that it helps in reducing the total body fat. So if you're talking about body fat, why is it important? Like, in some cases it is important to reduce the body fat. Well, because excessive accumulation of body fat leads to a condition known as obesity. This obesity is a condition in which unwanted fat cells get accumulated in your abdomen region or the other parts of the body, which may lead to the health risk. Specifically, if you are talking about the health risks, so this excessive body fat causes the cardiovascular diseases. This is one of the main cause of cardiovascular diseases, as well as the excessive weight which you gain because of this unnecessary fat leads to, affect the joints, specifically the knee joints. So in the long run, it may affect your joint conditions and it may lead to the arthritis kind of problems as well. Not only this, but the excessive fat causes the overall inflammation in your body. That is the unnecessary fat. Fat is necessary to your body, but to a limited extent. If it increases, it causes unnecessary conditions. And these inflammation in your body leads to many other kind of diseases like diabetes, BP, and many of such health related, you can say the lifestyle related problems. But how to know that you are obese and you may suffer from such condition? Well, the obesity can be calculated by using the BMI, that is body mass index. This BMI value is calculated based on the weight and the height of a person, and it's very easy to calculate. If you know your weight in kgs and height in meters, you can easily calculate because it is the ratio of weight in kgs to the height in meters square. You can see in the slide as well. This BMI values ranges from 18.5 to 24.9. This is the normal range of your BMI, that is the normal weight. If this value falls below 18.5, then the person is considered as the underweight. And if this value crosses 24.9, that is 25 plus, then the person is considered as the overweight. And if not taken care and this value increases beyond 30, so the people falls under the category of obesity. That is the class 1, 2, based on how much the BMI increases, the obesity criteria increases, and this will lead to various health risks as well. Well, if you're talking about the health risk because of fat, so let us see the statistics of India. So based on the National Health Survey, it has been observed that India is the third most prevalent obese country in the world. That is, it stands the third position of obesity, which is a very risky condition, right? As well as if you see the percentage wise, so more than 40% of adult Indians are overweight, or you can say under the category of obese condition, which makes them eventually fall under the health risk category. 40% is the huge percentage, right? As well as if you want to understand in the normal terms, like if you observe around yourself, if you meet 4 people, you can easily see one in those 4 people is obese or in the overweight condition. So this is a very alarming statistics. But no worry. Why? Because Atomy has brought to you the Atomy's Pure-Tea, which is the instant tea in the solid form. Or Pure-Tea contains the extract of that is the goodness and the natural content of the tea, which is being extracted, fermented into the pure tea, the dried solid form. Well, this whole thing is done by using the patented fermentation process. Yes, just for your understanding, if I say the unique species of special variety of tea, that is Camellia sinensis, is being collected, washed and dried, and that dried leaves of plant is being fermented, and this fermentation is the patented fermentation process which is used. And after fermenting that leaves, the extract of that ferment is being collected in the liquid form, and this liquid form is then spray dried and made into the powder. And that's why your Atomy's Pure-Tea is the instant tea in the powdered form. So this powder is again very concentrated form, and this leads us to the next point, that is Atomy's Pure-Tea has the rich content, or you can say the rich source of gallic acid. Well, this gallic acid is the active ingredient in a pure tea. And if we see at the studies, the gallic acid is a polyphenolic compound, that is the natural compound found in the tea plant. And after the studies, is been seen that gallic acid helps in reducing the overall body fat content in your body. So this is how it helps in reducing your total accumulated body fat. But the special unique feature of Atomy's Pure-Tea is that 1 sachet, that is 1 gram of extract, is equivalent to 34 cups of the regular tea. That is, if you consume 34 cups of regular tea, it is equivalent to 1 sachet of Atomy's Pure-Tea. You will get the gallic acid content of 34 cups into a single sachet of Atomy's Pure-Tea. But how to use it, right? It's very easy. Only 1 sachet a day is enough for you to help control your health. And it is also very easy to prepare. How? Well, just take 1 cup of hot water and take 1 sachet of pure tea, open it, pour it and just stir it, and the 1 hot cup of tea is ready for your consumption. But what if you don't want to consume it hot? Well, you can dissolve 1 sachet into the 500 ml of normal water. Take a 500 ml of water, 1 sachet of Atomy's Pure-Tea, mix it, shake it and consume it on the regular basis in the whole day whenever you feel like. You will get the equivalent benefit from that as well. If you are looking forward to lose your weight, the best time to consume pure tea is half an hour before your meal, that is most preferably lunch. So that is how you can easily consume your Atomies Purity. But keep in mind one thing, Purity does not dissolve in cold water. So use normal water or the hot water. So that is how you can prepare and get the maximum benefit out of Purity.
We are out of time. It would be so great for us to have a conversation about that Atomy Pure Tea. So many benefits. Here's a suggestion that I would like to make. It's $35 per box, and 30 sachets come in the box. You don't have to drink it in one gulp. Get your water, warm water, or just room temperature, and just empty one sachet in that water, and you at intervals throughout the day you just sip, 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 drink, drink, drink. That's more than just your regular water. Give it a try. In these days when everything is so contaminated, everything is fake, go for what is real, go for what is absolute. Your health is your wealth. Your wealth is your health. Be proactive about your health. Do not outsource your wellness and your health to some other entity. No, take charge of your health. Be proactive. So get your Hemohim. Take your Hemohim every day. Take your Noni, your omega-3. Oh, for your eyes, your Luzantin. Yeah, your vitamin D, your D3s, your B complex. Yeah, your spirulina, your milk thistle. And now we have the bitter melon. Yeah, you want to take these things every day. Yeah. And do your exercise and sleep. Get your sleep. Okay, so they've been lying to us. We had to feature the tea this morning. Tomorrow we'll on our Cosmeta Millionaire show, we look at the soap that we're using. Thank God that we have in the beauty care segment of Atomy, we have some real good products from the scalp, the face, right down the line. We have products for the guys. We are so happy that we have the home all-in-one, so that the guys can be a part of the crusade. So that's all for me today. If anyone wants to make a contribution before we go, feel free. The floor is open.
Done it again. Outstanding show.
Ted, listen, man, we got this. And I'm so happy that as a coffee drinker, Atomy thought about you. And you don't have to worry about the sourcing of those coffee beans. This company goes out of its way to source the best of the best of the best. So outside of you growing your own coffee beans, you can take a chance with Atomy. And we also have the tea. So if you, instead of just drinking the plain water, just get your pure tea and just empty a packet in your water and hit the road. Good to go. Okay, so that's all for me today. We're out of time, 10 minutes past the hour. So for me, it's Aja, Aja, Aja. Let's go.
Aja,
Let's go.
Aja, Aja.
Aja. Blessings, everybody.
Have a great day, everyone.
Have a great day.
Have a good day, everyone. Thanks, CJ.
Have a good day. Thank you, Dr. Lloyd. Have a great day.